Is patriotism problematic? Well, apparently it is. According to the magazine The Economist, an article entitled "America's Love Affair with Uniformed Men is Problematic" suggests that soldiers in combat are romanticized and that could lead to bad decisions when it comes to federal funding. Here to weigh in is Green Card Warrior, Retaking America author and CEO of Flag, Nick Adams. Thank you so much for joining us, Nick. We appreciate it.
Good morning, Heather. It's a pleasure to be here.
Always love having you join us. So just first off the bat, your overall feeling when you read this article?
Disgusted, dismayed. What a disgraceful article, Heather. I couldn't believe what I was reading. How could anyone question the gallantry of American troops? How could anyone diminish the love of the United States military? The United States military is the greatest vehicle against evil ever. Without the United States military, there's no civilization. The US military doesn't only protect America, it protects the world. It freezes the sweat and chills the bones of really those who even aspire to tyranny.
Yeah, it was so unbelievable. And one of the parts that made me the angriest was where he talked about the thank you cards that were sent from children to these troops overseas. And he insinuated, he flat out said, actually, that the troops that he witnessed didn't believe that to be the case when they said thank you for their service.
I know, it was incredible, and all of these different references to soldier worship, and you know, that people were fuzzy if they had this view of the serving military. The only person fuzzy, the only people fuzzy, Heather, are those that don't understand how tremendous the United States military is, that don't understand the sacrifice, the patriotism, the love, the passion that's involved with people serving in the United States military. As a legal immigrant, as someone who chose to come here, who made the decision to come to the United States because it's the best country in the history of the world, I can relate to loving the United States military. I think loving the military, appreciating the military, is a core American value.
Absolutely.
And if you don't love the military, you're un-American and you're anti-American.
Well, Nick, what did you think about this specific part of the article? Let's bring this up for people. It said, meanwhile, there are costs to America's uncritical soldier worship. Most obviously, it gives the Department of Defense an outsized advantage in the battle for resources with civilian agencies. Today's cuts to the State Department, whose officers are not noticeably less patriotic or public-spirited than America's soldiers, are a dismal case in point. So he's saying that, you know, supporting our soldiers is actually something that they're using to get funding.
I don't know what planet this particular individual lives, Heather. I've got to tell you that I don't think it's a mainstream view. Thank God for that. If you want to go right around the world and have a look, what would happen if there was no United States military? North Korea would invade South Korea. Taiwan would be overrun by China. Islamic terrorists would act with complete impunity. Tyrants in North Africa would run around even more mercilessly than what they already do. Russia would attempt to rebuild the Soviet Empire. Cataclysmic natural disasters would have no concerted, coordinated response effort. Individual liberty would diminish and ultimately become extinct. That's what a world without the United States military looks like.
Right. Not to mention the world would look nothing like it is today with past American military members who have just headed out all over the world. Thank you so much for joining us, Nick. We appreciate it.